organizations that are involved.
It's quite interesting when you see some
On the 20th and 21st, they destroyed Zimbabwe conference.
Good morning, good afternoon, Zimbabwe. Thank you so much for joining us. And Simpare vanhu mucharuona zvokwadi Simpare vanhu richaonekwa as we are here. Simpare vanhu riri kuonekwa ku-UK, Simpare vanhu riri kuonekwa ku-Europe where people are protesting. We'll quickly cross over right now to UK, to the UK protest where our correspondent Barbara is there, and she'll be beaming live from there. Remember, this is Independence Day, but just independence, but we are not yet Uhuru. We are not independent, and that's the reason why people are protesting all over the world. In UK, we have our correspondent Barbara ready to talk to us. Barbara, how is it going in London there?
So we've got good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Zimbabwe. Wherever you are, yes, I'm live, Chief. We are live here in the number 10 Downing Street, King Charles. That's where we are. Yes, you can see the Zimbabweans have come in their numbers to hand in or hand over our petition where we put some demands that we want the UK government to observe. Among them, the demands are is we want the UK government to support us in stopping these looters, in continuing to loot. We know Tulingube will be here. We know Mnangagwa has been invited to the king's coronation, and we want to stop that. We don't want that to happen. He must not come here to use or to loot our money. We know even if he comes here, Chief, it will not even help us. So we are here. We are about to hand over the petition. 10 people are going into the building. As you can see, that's the building. That's the number 10 Downing Street, where the Prime Minister is. So we are waiting for the petition to be hand over. so that we make our lives known worldwide. That is, as Zimbabweans, we are not happy about the gold mafia. You know, they always say sanctions are killing us, and we used to tell them that it's not sanctions, but it's a looting, it's corruption. So the gold mafia, our documentary by Al Jazeera, it has shown us that it's definitely not sanctions, but it's corruption and looting. Chief.
Yes, thank you so much, Barbara. Yes, as we are saying, this is supposed to be our Independence Day, where we are supposed to be celebrating, but really there's nothing to celebrate about when people are suffering the way they are suffering in Zimbabwe. There's nothing to celebrate when our minerals, when our gold is being looted at the magnitude that it is being looted by Emerson Mnangagwa, his children, and a few people around him. So there are a few people, yes, that are enjoying independence, but the rest of us Zimbabweans are not enjoying this independence. Hence, the mass protests in the United Kingdom. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, everyone there. Please continue beaming so that we can see what is going on there. Tell us what has been happening before we got connected. I know you guys handed in a petition somewhere else before 10 Downing Street.
Yes, the first petition was handed over to the UAE embassy. You know where the documentary originated from, the United Arab Emirates, where our gold is being taken to. Um, so we handed a petition there, and then from there we went to the Zimbabwean embassy. We know they were busy eating there and feasting, so we had a demonstration there at the Zimbabwean embassy, and we also had another demonstration at the South African embassy. Since South Africa was also implicated in the documentary, so from South African embassy, that's when we came here to number 10 Downing Street, where the UK Prime Minister is based.
Wow. So maybe we'll show some of the pictures and videos at UAE embassy, where our UK comrades have been protesting and handing over petitions. Estella, if you are ready, we can show those because we were not yet live. We don't want you to be left behind. We want to show you everything that has been happening. And as you can see, Barbara is standing over in UK at 10 Downing Street. Those buildings are behind there. That's 10 Downing Street. And they are protesting. They are expressing their anger and displeasure at the looting government. You can go ahead and play the other videos. That was at the UAE embassy. The UK crowd, the UK citizens protesting there. You can see the banners. You can see quite a large group of people. So early in the morning, that's where they started. You can play others. Let's keep playing, and then we'll reconnect live to where Barbara is. Not yet Uhuru, not yet independent. Some of the posters are reading champions in UK. They're protesting against the gold smugglers, against what has become very rampant, that is corruption in Zimbabwe. And yes, I agree with Barbara there that it's not corruption, it's not sanctions that has brought Zimbabwe to its knees. It's indeed this massive looting. you know, the looting is just phenomenal. These people are looting at least $100 million in a week, $400 in a month, which adds up to over $5 billion in a year. Guys, if we are not angered by this, if we can't be angry about this, I don't know what will. Do you have a video, Esther? Okay, you can go ahead, Barbara, and maybe show us what is happening there. We are still waiting to connect to our colleagues in Europe, where we'll be having Sophia Tekwani connecting live from there. But now we go back to Barbara.
Yeah, let me, Champion Ali is speaking now. Let me see if I can hear the speech.
Yes, please get closer to him.
Kana chakuitawo zvinhu zvekuti tinoda kuitawo noise yekuti tionekwe kuti tiri kuitawo noise dzatiri kuitwa kushaya kwatiri kufara zvinodhiwa attention. Ngatibudeika, ngatibudei. Kana tichinge tabudawo, at least the message will go out there.
You can turn the camera to him, Barbara.
If you want to see how powerful you are, tarisai zvavari kuita izvozvi time ema-elections inoita. Vanenge vachipa vanhu mari, vanenge vachipa machipi motikari, all sorts of things. Vanenge vachipa vanhu fertilizer, vanenge vachipa vanhu zvese. Saka that is a sign yekuratidza kuti you are powerful. But ivo manje they make you so poor, and when they give you that you wafara. And wafara kudaro ndudze kuti wapiwa, all right, wapiwa $100 uriwe mapostori whatever church you are. Wapiwa $100 nasi. Uchaenda unoita sodzo rapera usina kana sei. Umira kuti 5 years kuti upiwe another $100. Ngatingwarirei vedu wega, ngatingwarirei, ngatitaurei nehama dzedu kumusha uko kuti vedu wega mukaona pari kupiwa vanhu zvinhu endai munopiwa. Endai munopiwa, asi kana time yasvika yekuti whether muri kuvhota kana kuti muri kuprocessa, ngatibudei in our numbers. Tinonzi we are very well educated maZimbabwe. Tinonzi tiri educated zvakanyanyisisa. But tarisai zvatiri kuitwa nevanhu vasina kuenda kuchikora. Tarisai, look at what they are doing to us. Havana kana chikora. Isusu wacho tine chikoro, what are we doing? So let's take these things as my challenges to be. We need to really do something about our children's life, about our life. We need to go and retire at home. We can't keep on living in this poor country. We want to go and retire. Saka, when we are coming here, when you hear that there's a protest, tell your friends, forward my messages. Got to share my messages. Let's talk to our friends. You know what? Let's go out there. Let's go and protest. Let's go and make sure our numbers are big. Because it's also when we come here and our friends, our brothers and sisters, our colleagues don't know, we are capable as well. We have to work together. We have to help one another. Because Zimbabwe, let's take Zimbabwe as your own house that you bought on a mortgage. And you need to make sure with Zimbabwe, your house to maintain. If anybody comes and wants to take your house, what do? Do you just let them take that?
No.
If someone wants to come and take your wife or your husband, would you just let them just take them like that? Let's learn to put a fight. What is ours is ours. We've got to fight for what is ours. Zimbabwe is ours. It's not just Mnangagwa's Zimbabwe. Right now we've got jobs that are languishing in prison. What crime has he committed? What crime has jobs that are committed? Can anyone tell me here? They can't. They can't. They've got so much evidence. When it comes to court, they need to go and look for more evidence. I've never seen anything like that. But we are allowing them to do that. We are allowing them to do that. I think it's high time we should say stop. It's high time we should not tolerate this. I was even thinking that we need to identify these ZANU-PF people, especially the tourists, when they come here. We need to go in our numbers and just follow them to say, yes, we want our gold, we want our money that you're stealing. You put your policies and your policies erode our savings. And then we start again from scratch. Where are we getting money? There's no welfare system in Zimbabwe. Let's be angry, ladies and gentlemen. Ngatite hasha, because tikasaita hasha kazeshuaka munda unopera nemakubewa anopedza munda, they don't care. Mai munangagwa ari busy kutakurana nevana vavo vana college vachienda kunana ningirikini, vari kunana Belarus vachinoita madhiri, vachitengesa our land, vachitengesa everything. And it's just we're just watching them doing that. We need to get to a point where any of these people, once they start thinking of traveling, we need to say, we need to go and find out. Because kwavanenge vachiuya kuno kwavanenge vakuuya vachidya mari dzedu dzacho dzavari kutibira ikoko, vana baba vedu havana kana mapension, but they've worked the rest of their lives. Havana munhu anoretire opiwa 300 yanga achichako 30-40 years. Makambozviona izvo? That needs to be shown.
What is life? You are live. You are live.
Everyone we are seeing them for the first time. We appreciate you, and we are continuing to ask you to continue to come to demonstrations when it comes to Zimbabwean demonstrations. I wanted to give an example of COP26. We had another country that came during COP26. Thank you.
Want to say something?
They had thousands to demonstrate against their president during COP26.
Yeah, I have Champion Patricia here, Chief.
Please let's continue to react like what we've done today and continue to come to demonstrate.
Yeah, if you can step away from the person who is speaking so that we can hear you.
Thank you for the good turnout today. Let's continue to hold this.
Investigate the Al
Work
Jazeera.
together. There are different organizations that are here. When we call up for Zimbabwe, let's come together. We are all Zimbabweans, whether you are easy, you are from War, you are from Goro, you are from any other organization. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
I think we can call it a day for today. Thank you so much.
Hello, Erina.
Yeah, Champion, we can't hear you.
Hi everybody. There's a book going around with registering everyone who's been here today. We don't want necessarily anyone's name, so we need to know the numbers who've been here today for the write-up that we're going to do tonight. So it's important to say there was, let's say, 85
Hello.
Barbara, we can hear you, but we can't hear Champion Chinyoka.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much to everyone that showed up today. I don't know if you have any questions that you want to ask.
No, you have to go. You have to go. I'm sorry, you have to say again what you were saying because we couldn't hear you. Now we can hear you.
Oh my goodness! Oh God. Okay, so sorry. So if I do a turn, I'll just do a turn. So some of the protesters are already leaving, and so there we go. That is number 10, the Prime Minister's office, where a petition was handed over. And as you can see, just a few of the protesters. And so I was just saying that we started off this morning at the UAE embassy in Grosvenor Crescent, where we handed in a petition. We put it through the door because they refused to come outside and see us. And then we made our way to the Zimbabwe embassy, and that was a symbolic protest outside Zimbabwe House, where we were calling on the looters to go, where we asked for the gold mafia to be arrested, and where we were saying ZANU PF must go because they have looted our country and they continue to drain it of the natural resources. And then we came down to number 10 Downing Street, where we are asking the British Prime Minister to look into the revelations of the gold mafia documentary. And our asks are, we want an investigation. We want every British individual to be investigated.
Now we can't hear you. Champion Chinyoka.
I can play one of the videos if you would like.
Yeah. Let me text Barbara that we can't hear you.
All right.
Hanzi tiri kuteya ziwini kwete kawini ziwini, it must be ziwini. I wish I was there. We'll try to reconnect with Barbara there so that Champion Chinyoka can fully give us the update that she was giving us. But what she was basically saying, is that Loveness?
Yes, it's Champion Loveness.
Welcome, Loveness. Are you guys protesting in South Africa?
Nothing is happening here.
Okay, all right. Okay, we don't want to talk about nothing. Yeah, you can go ahead and greet our viewers and listeners, Loveness, while I try to reconnect with Barbara.
Okay, thank you so much, Chef. I would like to say greetings to our viewers and listeners and the angry Zimbabweans out there. This is the day when everyone is angry because of this Independence Day. So what can we do? My name is Loveness Kotora, your tent radio presenter. So I just want to say welcome to our program. Let's become. I was just speaking to some citizens out there. They are showing so much anger. So I'm just calling this day an anger day on independence. Thank you.
Yeah. You can. That's a very good statement there. Anger day, not Independence Day, because there's nothing good. There's nothing that is nice about Zimbabweans in Zimbabwe and even those in the diaspora. So yes, it's indeed a day of anger. So we are expressing our anger because there's nothing for us to celebrate. It's not independence for us. It's independence for a few people. Independence for Auxilia Mnangagwa, Emerson Mnangagwa, his twins, Tongai Mnangagwa, and many of his children and those that are around him, those that are connected with him. That's the independence that is there. That's the independence that we talk about. Otherwise, we are not yet Uhuru. And that's why, as diasporians, as Zimbabweans in the diaspora, we have said we are not celebrating independence this year because there's nothing to celebrate. How can we celebrate when our brothers and sisters are suffering here in the diaspora, and our mothers, our fathers, fellow brothers, fellow sisters are suffering in Zimbabwe? So we can't even talk about independence. Steve Champion is saying, thank you, Diaspora. You have proven that you mean what you say. Keep up the good work. You are the voice of the voiceless back home. Yes, we speak on behalf of those who are in Zimbabwe, who can't speak, who when they speak, they get arrested, like what they did to Honorable Jobs Scala. So we will speak on behalf of our sekurus, anambuya, anatete vedu vasingakwanise kutaura, vekuti vakangotaura vanobva vasungwa. We're still trying to connect with our colleagues in Europe. I know there are demonstrations that are going on in Europe as we are speaking. And as you have been seeing, UK, London is on fire. They are protesting in UK. Loveness, you want to come in?
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Chef. I really support our fellow citizens who are protesting. For sure, there is a reason to protest. Why? What is the meaning of independence? We don't know the meaning of independence at all. Even if we try to tell our children, explain to them what independence is, they are going to ask us, what are you talking about? Independence, what is that? We are here in a foreign land, but you're talking of independence. So this independence, I think for now, this year, the word doesn't exist at all.
Yes,
just to
I'm
end.
trying. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get Barbara here.
Okay, just to add, I'm just remembering some years back when I was too young. Now I can say I'm a little bit old. When I was too young, we used to go like in schools to gather, and then the government kills some elephants or some cows. They cook some food for us to gather to eat to celebrate independence. But I'm not sure that is still happening even today. I don't think there are some gatherings of people celebrating independence. What would they be celebrating after all? There's nothing at all.
There's really nothing to celebrate. I don't know what is going on right now in Zimbabwe. We'll try to get more of what is going on there. But even if people are gathered at the National Sports Stadium as they usually do, there's really nothing for them to gather there for. They are gathering, listening and watching Emerson Mnangagwa, the person who is making them suffer, the person who is responsible for their suffering. We can't have that. It's unfortunate that people can continue or allow to make themselves continue to be fooled the way we are being fooled by Emerson Mnangagwa. He's enjoying everything. He's enjoying the national cake on his own with his family. He's enjoying our minerals. He's enjoying our gold. He's enjoying our diamonds, while everyone else is suffering. We cannot allow that to happen, and we need to end this. And the beginning of the end is now with this protest. We'll continue until we get to the elections, until we vote this looting government out of power. Because if we don't, and I repeat, if we don't, we are putting ourselves in real trouble. We need to get rid of Emerson Mnangagwa. We need to remove him. I know kuti Job Scala akambosungirwa nyaya yekuti hurumende inofana kubviswa. That's the truth. Hurumende iyoyi inofana kutobviswa. Otherwise, we are just putting our country in real danger. The kind of looting, the level of looting, the magnitude of looting does not only make you angry. It should not only make us angry, but we should actually realize or see it as a danger to our nation, as a danger to our children and our children's children. It's a threat. It's a national threat. I'm telling you, because if we allow Emerson Mnangagwa to go on the way he's going on, we won't have a country. We won't have a country to live for our grandchildren or for our children. Mabira avari kuita ndekutopaza nyika, ekutoponda nyika. We know people that steal. We know dictators, that have stolen before Emerson Mnangagwa and Amama Gaddafi. But if we're going to go to his country, to Cuba, you'd see that the basic necessities will be there. The hospitals will be there. The schools will be there. Many people in Zimbabwe went to learn in Cuba because the education was good. Even though there was a dictator, there was something going on. In Zimbabwe, it's a different story. These people are just stealing. They don't put the money back in Zimbabwe. The money is banked somewhere in Dubai, somewhere in Switzerland. I think my accounts. There's nothing that is taken back in the Zimbabwean economy. If they would just build a few industries, a few companies, a few programs, a few organizations, and then Zimbabweans will get employed, and then they will continue to make their money. But these people don't even do that. They don't build anything. They don't produce anything. All they do is loot. All they do is take. Nothing is going back into the system, into our economy, into our fiscus, even in the banks. They don't put the money in the banks. They just continue to take. Panobiwa ipapo pasingaperi pakaita sei. Painotorwa mari yacho ipapo pamunofungidzira kuti haiperi pakaita sei. So guys, champions, if we don't stop these people, they're never going to stop. They will continue to steal. They will continue to loot, and we won't have anything. We won't have any country. Even these resources, they get finished. They get depleted. So we need to protect our country. We need to protect our resources, and we need to do it for the future generations. Isusu generations takatoparara, takatodhakwa zvedu, takatorohwa isusu. Hapasisina. All we just do now is fight for the next generations, so that at least they can have better livelihoods, better lives, better infrastructures. So this is completely unacceptable, and we continue to say Zimbabwe is not yet independent, but we are going to free it. In a few months' time, Zimbabwe will be free. We are still struggling to get to these guys. Go ahead, Loveness.
Yeah. I wanted to say, Zimbabwe is never free, is now in the hands of the destroyers. So I'm just wondering, if people are gathering at the National Sports Stadium right now, what are they celebrating? Are they celebrating a Zimbabwe which is being emptied? Are they celebrating the hunger? Are they celebrating the sufferings, all the torture, kushungurudza kwose kuri kuitwa ma-citizens of Zimbabwe? What are they really celebrating? Unonyatsoshaya kuti munhu anenge ambobva pamba asi ari kuenda kupi kunoitei, otonyatsogara pasi, otonyatsonzwa speech yaED achitaurei zvaanoramba achinyepera vanhu. So I think citizens of Zimbabwe, especially those ones who are attending those events, they must wake up. Vanyatsoziva kuti what exactly are we talking about here, or what kind of future are we trying to make for our children and our grandchildren?
Estella, you can go ahead. There's nothing to celebrate. Let him celebrate. Mamina citizen must boycott his functions and instead protest in numbers. That's very true, Chamu. That's very true. I totally agree with you. There's nothing to celebrate. Right, independence. Estella, you can come in.
Regainingokuyisira ituma video twatumirwa from UK, 3 short ones.
Okay.
the number that we have.
Say no to corruption. Say no to corruption.
No to corruption.
No to corruption.
No to corruption.
Every Zimbabwe deserves to enjoy the benefits of their minerals. Viva Madzimai, viva!
Viva!
And viva Varume, viva! Have a
Viva!
Hi everyone, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Thanks. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Thank you for letting me speak. I'm speaking on behalf of mothers. You know, I was very pained by that documentary that I saw. And you know, as a Zimbabwean mother, I just feel that as women, we need to start a rising, because what's happening in our nation, it's not just a political situation, but it's affecting our children. They don't have opportunities, our children in Zimbabwe. Do you remember when we were still in Zimbabwe, when it was still thriving, before all this happened, our children were able to dream? And when I saw that gold mafia documentary, I was so touched that those resources, they can be helping vulnerable people, you know. They can be, you know, sorting out our hospitals and all the things that we need, you know. So I think really we need to start holding our leaders to account, you know. We need to make our leaders accountable for their actions, because we've been having bad leadership for a long time. What Zimbabwe really needs are servant leaders, leaders that care about their people, that are interested in serving their people. And I think now is the time for us to unite as one, as Zimbabweans, because this problem will never be solved by anybody but us citizens, you know, having the passion for our country to be restored, because those resources are not meant to be for few people. Those resources are...
Amber, where's Studio 7?
Yeah, viewers and listeners, and this was all, not yet Uhuru hatisati tava neindependence muZimbabwe, nekuti independence zvinoreva kuti kugona kuzvimirira uye tichizvitonga, but haisiriyo situation yatiinayo muZimbabwe. Tichiri ngori takadzvanyirirwa, just as it was panguva yaSmith. In fact, zvatova worse, because panguva yaSmith vanhu vanga vakadzvanyirirwa asi zvinhu zvaishanda. Vanhu vaiwana chikafu zuva nezuva, vaiwana mvura yekunwa, vaiwana magetsi. Economy yakanga iri strong. Asi zvinezvi takadzvanyirirwa nemumwe wedu weganda dema sesu, asi hupfumi hwenyika ari kudya iye nevana vake, and hapana kuzvitonga kwatiri kuita. Munhu akada kuchema nzara orohwa, osungwa. Saka tatova a worse situation than what we had before the so-called independence yatiri kufanira kunge tichicelebrate nhasi. So indeed, there is nothing to celebrate. Asi tichichema kudaro ngatichemei netariro, nekuti takatarisana a very big opportunity as a country, as a nation this year. Nema-elections ari kuuya. Let us keep our hopes raised. Let us walk in faith, in the hope that this time, this year, tinozvisunungura. This year tinogadzira independence chaiyo yatakafunga kuti ndo yatiri kuita muna 1980, but this time we will get it right. So kunyange zvedu tiri kuchema pazuva ranhasi reindependence nekuti hatina chatinga celebrate in the name of independence, but ngatichemei netariro, takatarira mberi kwatiri kuenda. Misodzi yatiri kuchema iyoyi ngaidiridze passion yedu yekuzvisunungura muna 2023. Pain yese yatiri kunzwa yakasunga padundundu apa ngatiidirectei in our efforts to ensure that we get it right this time, so that next year patinenge taakucelebrata independence zvakare tinenge tichinyatsocelebrata tichifara tichiziva zvatiri kucelebrate. Over to you, Chief.
Yes, yeah, you have put it right there. That let us not just be angry. Let everything that we are feeling right now, let it water, our efforts to free Zimbabwe. Let it inspire us. Let our anger and everything that we are going through, that we are feeling, let it be a kind motivation for us to do more so that we free Zimbabwe for change in the next few months. The good thing is we are not very far. We are so close to doing this. All we need to do is everyone to do their part, everyone to do something in this struggle. So we want to thank our champions in the United Kingdom and in Europe for the protests that they have had. Quite a number of petitions have been handed over to the UAE embassy, to the South African embassy, and to the Zimbabwean embassy. So let's keep it up. Here in America, we'll be protesting on the 21st, that is on Friday. We'll descend at the Zimbabwean embassy in Washington, D.C., and hand in a petition there. The petitions will be handed into the South African embassy in Washington, D.C., and another one at the UAE. I know South Africa is also planning something. Let's keep this going, guys. This Al Jazeera documentary issue or story must not die down. Let's not start joking about it, and let's not let it die down. Let's keep pushing it until elections, because this is not an event. Al Jazeera is not an event. It's something that is affecting a whole nation, a whole generation, and even generations to come. So we need to keep talking about this. Let's have flyers everywhere. Let's have posters everywhere. Let's talk about it to other people. 1+5 strategy. It's not about registration only. It's also about, letting everyone know what is going on in Zimbabwe. So how about today, on this so-called Independence Day, you begin to talk to 5 people. Talk to 5 people today. Tell them about the Al Jazeera document. Tell them about the looting. Tell them about the gold that has been looted. Tell them that it's not sanctions, it's corruption, it's looting that has killed Zimbabwe. Find someone that you tell that. Yeah, do not just hear. Even if you are here, you have heard, share this video, share this discussion in your community group, in your family groups. I know a lot of other people are going to watch this after we have gone off live. Others are watching on YouTube right now. Let's keep sharing so that as many people as possible get to know about what is going on. Estella, I want to thank you for what you've been doing behind the scenes. Loveness, thank you for jumping on. The demonstration in UK has ended, but the petitions have been delivered. Our comrades have also delivered in terms of what was supposed to be done today. They started in the morning and they just finished now. And here we are also calling it a day, now waiting for the demonstrations in America. But really, let's keep it going. Let's have Twitter spaces that keep talking about this. Let's have Facebook programs that keep talking about this. We can even have online protests. There's nothing that stops us from doing that. We don't have to be physically out there. As long as we are doing something that continues to highlight what is going on in Zimbabwe, let's do it. The Nigerians right now, as we are speaking, they are protesting online. They've been doing it for the past 2 weeks. We can also do that. So Zimbabweans, let's keep telling each other about how our country has been destroyed. Let's keep telling each other the truth that we are not yet independent, not yet Uhuru. Good night, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are. God bless you all.